going to happen?
I don't think they're going to sweep, but I don't think they're going to sweep.
So?
I think people are real 1 or 2.
Only 1 or 2? All right. So LeBron ain't going to do what he did last year.
Oh, that's true? Okay, yeah. Huh?
LeBron ain't going to come back. He ain't going to do what he did last year.
I don't think he's going to come back. And like I said, here's what I feel. He came back last year, but he came back partially because Draymond Green got took out the game. So that gave them the momentum. Now, he had to put more effort too, but I feel like that Draymond missed that game was a momentum shift. With the momentum shift, of course,
But they also had a Kevin Durant, which, yeah.
But that's going to make up for that momentum shift. So this time, ain't going to be no momentum shift. So if we do it this time, then he'll prove something different to me.
Yo, Roy, you gotta hear this, man. What do you think about Dana White beefing with Oscar De La Hoya? Because De La Hoya called his Conor McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight crap.
Well, you gotta understand where De La Hoya comes from, you gotta understand where Dana comes from. I understand both sides, so it's like, De La Hoya, I know what he's doing, but it's an event. It's not a true boxing event. It's different than boxing.
It's
not boxing. It's not bad boxing.
It's not bad for boxing?
It's not bad for boxing because the boxer should win.
Yeah.
It's only bad for boxing if the MMA guy get lucky and clip the boxer. And they
Interesting.
That's the only way bad for boxing. Otherwise, it can be possibly bad for boxing. Boxing has the advantage. They are boxing. This guy has the name of MMA, not at boxing. So it gives boxing somewhat of an advantage. But it's an event that everybody wants to see. That's why I tried to do it with Anderson, because it was an event that everybody wanted to see.
Yeah, I know. I talked to you about that. I remember way back. I talked to you about that, and I want to know. Would you still fight Anderson Silva?
And he still says he wanted. So if Dana White would give him the grace to do it, of course we still fight. But we don't have to fight on the undercard. We big enough to do our own thing.
What would that take it to the next level if you guys were on the same card?
Well,
are you guys too big to be on the same card?
Well, maybe too big. I don't know. It all depends on how big it is, how big it gets. We probably too big to be on the same card because it's probably a card that can support itself.
Yeah.
And we probably would do our own thing. And because with them two, they beef about the money already anyway.
Yeah.
So what does that leave us? We go do our own thing.
Yeah.
You don't need to be on their undercard to do it. We started first.
However this goes, is that like gonna propel your situation with Anderson into a new level?
No, our situation was already on the books. If we can make it happen, if they do this, there's no way to stop Anderson from doing that.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that this helps us with.
Well, then in that case, then maybe it does hurt boxing, because if you think about it, people are going to want to see these hybrid fights instead of going to see.
Well, why is it hurting boxing? We're running for the boxers that making these hybrid fights. So how's it hurting boxing?
Sure.
And if the boxers are mostly winning, how's it hurting boxing? Tell me how's that hurting boxing?
True.
We want to see big time events. We want to see Canelo and Triple G.
Yeah.
We want to see big time events. So if Conor thinks he can beat Floyd, we want to see that.
Yeah.
If Anderson thinks he can beat Roy, we want to see that. So it ain't just about boxing, it's about events.
Got you.
The world has changed from just boxing. Look at the NBA. We're talking about two all-star teams playing against each other right now in the finals. Yeah. Everybody's going to have to have an all-star team to make it, or you're not going to be in the finals. That's why everybody got swept on their way to the finals just about.
Yeah.
Boston won one game, everybody got swept.
Yeah.
Because that's two all-star teams. If you're not an all-star team, you're not going to be able to compete in the finals from this point forward. So if it's not an event, then people don't want to see it. It's got to be either a great big fight with two big superstars, or it's got to be a great big event. And that event, people don't want to see it.
How many rounds will take you to knock out Anderson?
I don't know. Anderson's not a bad fighter. He has boxing experience, so it's going to take any softball, any tall. So it's going to take some time to figure him out. It's not like you're going to run over Anderson Silva. He's a smart too. So you got to watch what you're doing. It's like, Lord, now still, he going to beat Conor, I think, but he got to be smart about how he does it. Because Conor looking for that one big shot, which he's supposed to do. Yeah. So it's not a game.
What you think about Triple G coming out saying that Canelo, he was almost embarrassed for Canelo that he couldn't knock out Chavez?
That's just talk. Don't worry about that. He might be ready for Chavez for Canelo when the time comes. He can talk like well, but you don't talk to him in these fights. You got to win fights. Now, Chavez to me didn't really come to fight. So. Look how bad Montevideo beat Chavez. He didn't stop him. Chavez almost stopped him. So Chavez can take it. So there's no discredit to him for not knocking out Chavez. Plus he came up in weight. There's a lot to be looked at there.
Yeah. Right.
So let's not worry about that.
So Triple G is just talking.
He probably just messing with him. I'm not saying that. He probably just messing with Chavez, with Canelo.
Right.
But Canelo's not gonna pay that no attention.
Yeah. Who do you think wins this one?
That's a tough one. I ain't gonna say we're gonna win it, but that's a tough one.
Hey,
Y'all be good, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.